Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Flux campaign. Your DM, Eric, for tonight. I usually play Lokar. So last episode, we have 3 of our adventurers from our group, and they got pulled back by the Raven Queen into Leezahie's time frame. And as soon as they hit the bridge, they went, well, we could go do something normal, but F it, here's a river, and we heard there's a blockade up there. So they started walking up the river, and through some major deception with a bit of an encounter in the middle of the night, managed to get invited into a camp full of Abishai that are building a dam, basically to block off the water to, I guess, fulfill part of the evil plan of the prophet to kind of get that river drained and increase tensions down in the town. So that's happening, and that's fun. So right now, our adventurers are smack dab right in the middle of enemy territory with, what did I say, 7 white Abishai and a green Abishai? No, black Abishai? Black Abishai. No, green would be bad. Anybody that's seen the challenge rating on Abishai know that would be bad. I mean, it's bad enough as it is, but that would be bad. So yeah, let's go ahead and get roll call and roll right into this.
I'm Sarah. I play Isabel, Flick, Axel, and Kyle. Multiple personalities wrapped into one body.
I am Steve, and I play Faves, the elf rogue, who will be confounding the GM with his rolls tonight.
I'm Dominic. I play Anoran, the elf cleric of the sun.
And Steve, you sounded kind of far away from your mic for a second there. I don't know if you need to adjust that.
My mic's right here. I would say I'm going to confound you with my rolls.
No, I heard
Deception and persuasion.
That's fine. It sounded like you were far away. I don't know what's going on.
Is a precursor to me rolling once tonight, I am sure.
Booyakasha.
Booyakasha!
Alright, roll for deception. Okay. You cannot just say it. It has to be before a roll.
I know, but I think I've added a dance that no one can see, but it's cool.
I doubt that you can say it's cool.
Just record and post it on the YouTube channel or whatever channel we have.
Or put it on
Just post it for the internet, like just post it on the Instagram and Facebook, like Booyakasha!
Yeah, true. Do you have the Instagram account?
So you need to send me the password and stuff to that again, because when I had to restore my old phone, it lost it all.
Oh, okay, we can talk about
And now I have the new one, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so yeah, you guys have just you're stepping out of the tent that you were given, basically to be with to help out the group creating this dam. So as you step out of the tent, you can see it's a small campsite. They've taken down several of the trees. You can see a little bit in the distance that there is the dam. It looks like they've made kind of a bridge over the river. It seems like this is a bit of an elevated land over the river, so this is what they've kind of chosen to make this dam. Probably because it makes the most engineering sense. And then they are several of them are just sitting around eating what looks to be like bits of meat and pork things that somebody kind of scrambled together to make some sort of a makeshift breakfast for everybody, kind of going at it, getting their nourishment before they get started for the day.
Good for them. I will look around, find where they are procuring such food, and go to get some for myself.
Alright, and you see that, there's like it just seems like somebody got like a big pot and there's some dishes of this that's kind of, it's kind of being kept warm over like a fire. And you can even see that one of the other Abishai has kind of gone back for seconds and kind of pulled some and put it in a bowl with like a ladle.
Alright, I will wait my turn and ladle myself a bowl.
Alright. It smells very pungent. It seems like it's probably not necessarily meant for I guess human consumption? We call it creature consumption?
Racist.
Well, I mean, they're making it themselves. So yeah, it definitely seems to have a bit of like a lot of smell to it. It seems like somebody literally just threw whatever they could find in the area just to make it sustenance.
Oh. Delightful.
So are you gonna try to take a bite of it?
Oh, I think I kind of have to because I'm trying to sell that I'm one of them.
Yep, that's true.
Oh, what do you want me to roll?
I want you to roll a performance.
Performance.
Yeah, you're trying to actually like eat this and it look like you can tolerate it.
Yes. Okay. 22.
Okay, and then I need to roll a constitution.
There it is.
It's one thing to make it look like you can get through the snow. It's another thing to keep it in.
16.
Okay, I will say that yeah, you managed to not only make it look like you kind of enjoy it, but you also actually managed to keep it in, even though you don't feel very happy about it. And is everybody else going for some? I mean, I guess you guys aren't necessarily worried about keeping up appearances because thanks kind of said that you were normies.
I'm good. I'm good.
No, you've got to try this. It's delicious.
I'm a pass.
Hard pass.
But look, everyone's enjoying.
You can have my portion, Thave. It's okay. I understand you're loving it so much right now, so you can have my share.
Oh no, I possibly couldn't. I mean,
We insist.
you're all skin and bones. You should eat it. It's good.
Enough. That's just comes to the story. We insist.
You see the black Abishai kind of walk by and kind of like kind of nod your face and just kind of be like, ah, creatures can stand this stuff. It's pretty amazing.
Oh yes, just like back at home.
Yep, just like Feed Mother used to make. I don't know why you got a southern accent.
You went from African warlord to southern, huh?
Yeah. Whatever. I think I started engineering as like a porridge, so my brain went southern. I put 2 sticks of butter in that there porridge.
How you liking them grits?
I had them great. Couldn't find
See,
no
I was
shrimp.
imagining like old scout, like all the leftovers from the night before got thrown into the chili for breakfast. And it's like mystery
Also was I,
hash.
but I was imagining that made with somebody that just went out and gathered whatever they could find and just chopped that and threw it in and tried to make it at least palpable.
I was going the anime route where it was like discolored. You could see vapors of just misery coming off of it,
There you go.
bubbling. And I'm just like, oh.
All right, so you guys finish breakfast. I see the workers start to head over to the dam, and they're kind of mixing things and getting things ready. And people are like, some of them are turning over logs and putting them in place. It seems like right now they're at least working on the structure and haven't really started worrying about the putting in the damn walls or anything. Yeah, like it seems like they haven't been working on it for very long.
All right, this is our chance to investigate how they're building it and maybe sabotage it to break down later down the line.
And in the meantime, you guys are kind of staring, trying to figure out what you're going to do. The Black Abbot looks over and goes, "So you were sent to help. So what exactly were you told to come here and help with?"
Oh, well, these two, I pat Anoran and Isabel on the backs. It is Isabel today, right?
Well,
For now.
This one, patting Anoran on the shoulder, is actually a cleric. Please make use of his healing and other spells. I think he's particularly fond of using spells that include light and fire.
Yes.
he kind of looks and kind of just like, why would we have need of that?
I am not one to ask questions of Malum.
Maybe you thought you all need some sunshine in your life.
I'd do better without the sunshine. I wish it was darker skies. Can you make fire?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Okay, then I'm gonna want you over any kind of points, and there's like they're kind of making up like a place to start to dry out some materials, probably to start powdering some things up, or do something like to just start, like drying out a lot of the materials that they're using. I don't know. I've never made a dam. So like they have some spots where they're trying to mix and dry and do all sorts of things. He kind of asks you to go over and help them tend to the fire over there.
I shall.
And young girl, what are you good for?
Isabel, we should answer him.
What do you? Sorry. Anyone else having D&D Beyond issues? Because mine just crapped out on me. I'm trying to get it to
Oh, I
reload.
just had the page up. I'm not doing anything with it.
It's loading
mine still
places
works.
if you do.
Mine just took a dump. Anyway, what do you need?
Well, how strong are you, weak one?
Very strong.
Well, you can go start carrying timber over, or you can go start lashing up the frame over there. I will leave the choice to you, I suppose. Depends on how much you want to carry around your weight.
I'll do lashings. I don't remember what my
All
strength
right,
is.
so he kind of he points over towards one of the. And we're back.
Oh, there it goes.
I will figure out how to edit that together later. Where did we leave off?
Yay! We had assigned jobs to Anoran and
Isabel's
Isabel.
taking a risk and gonna do the ropes.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna go do the lashings. Okay. And then he looks down at you, Theos, and goes, "And what in your current form do you think you can do?"
I have a very keen eye and keen mind. Very suited to more supervisor type work.
I can appreciate that, but I am the supervisor here, so I suggest you get back to work. Or get to work, as it were.
Then where would you want me, oh great
I
supervisor?
think, well, if you insist on staying in this weakened form, I suppose I'll have to give you a task more suited for this skin. So I would recommend. How about you help the cook?
Oh, wonderful, yes.
And
I will head back towards the camp where the pot was.
okay,
and
yeah, you
look
see
at-
one of the white Abishai is there, kind of taking some of the stuff that like it apparently was gathered maybe the day before or something like that, and he's starting up pots and he kind of motions at a cutting board, and you see that there's all sorts of animals and things that are there, and he just kind of, you seem good with a knife. Why don't you start cutting that stuff up over there?
Sounds great. He says as he is good with a knife, but grew up a city boy and probably is not very knowledgeable on how to cut
And
it.
you see that there's like a pile of carcasses there, and it looks like he just kind of cut them into like quarters. Like it's not like it's anything fancy.
Well, I guess I'll start by skinning them. Okay.
All right. So Anoran, you're helping with the fires. I'm gonna have you. Yeah, I'll have you roll an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, I suppose that works. I'm just trying to think of
17.
17. All right. So you get over there and you notice that they're trying to like kind of meld some of the materials together. Like some of them are kind of trying to make rope. Like you're kind of in like a staging area where they're trying to get some of this stuff set up, and you notice that they're essentially they're doing some things with like what seems to be some sort of clay and dirt and mixing it, and they're kind of heating it to try to form it. Like they're kind of trying to make bricks and things like that. So like like when you get over there, one of them kind of asks you to start tending the fire. So go ahead and give me a survival check on that.
Okay. All right, survival. 12.
Okay. I mean, there's already kind of a fire going there, and you just start grabbing more wood and throwing it on there. Not a very hard thing to do. And you're just kind of observing how they're making the bricks and things like that. So, and then we'll go over to Isabel, who's over kind of. So you get over kind of by where they're starting to, where they're working on the dam, and you see that it's basically just a skeleton. They haven't actually started filling anything in yet, but there's enough set up where you can try to get across the river. And they're kind of trying to make a bit of a bridge to get across, at least that's over the river. But they haven't started putting anything down other than they're trying to put supports and lash things in there. And so somebody kind of hands you a few sticks that are kind of roped together, and then like some ropes, and says, go ahead towards the center and start putting on some of those so we can get across.
I take the ropes and start heading across, but I also want to examine the dam they're building as I'm doing this.
Okay. If you're going to be looking at it as you're walking across it, I want an acrobatics at disadvantage.
My acrobatics is a 22.
Okay, that's with the disadvantage?
Yes.
Damn, that's good.
For some reason, I put a lot of like random. Isabel's like a circus folk, I feel like, when I built her. So she's really good at like acrobatics kind of thing.
Okay. No, that's cool. With the 22, you managed not only to get across like by these kind of rickety, like you can tell these aren't lashed together. Like definitely because they're doing this in kind of their Abishai form, they don't have the dexterity and the kind of finger control to necessarily lash these things together properly. And so even though when you step on one, it kind of moves, you're still able to predict it a little bit, and you're able to kind of step across it, not have any issues. That being said, while you were walking across, give me a perception, actually.
12.
Okay. So you're having trouble because your instincts tell you that you need to be careful on this bridge so as not to fall. And that's what's giving you such great dexterity at crossing this. You are lacking to see anything below basically the top level here, but you do notice that even the ones that are kind of lashed to be kind of footing to get across the bridge before things are placed, are very weak and loose, and it seems like that, like basically when it's in a frame kind of like this, depending on when it gets closer to completion, it seems like the weak point might be just to get rid of these ties.
Okay.
Like it almost seems like if you could place a specific like if you can't make it back in the camp, but at least if you can lob some sort of fire into the dam, like it might just light up all these lashings and just the whole thing make them crashing down.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mental note of that, and after I put the said stick and stuff in, try to figure out how to meet up with. Oh my god, Dom, how do you pronounce your character's name? Anoran. To then relay him the fire message, because
sure.
Fire good.
Fire very good.
Okay, and then So yeah, you're helping out doing all the lashing and things like that. And then we'll come back to Theus, who's helping the cook.
Yep.
So go ahead and give me a I guess we can make this a survival check for in terms of cutting up an animal. I guess.
Oh, Sarah did not even need to boo Yakashami. That is just.
I'm saving that for an important moment.
Oh, we'll see how much of my stats I can remember off the top of my head, because D&D... Oh, there it goes. It reloaded. Okay. D&D Beyond is back up. That is an 8.
Okay. You are butchering this, and the cook looks over and kind of goes, "Have you never held a knife before? What is wrong with you?" Oh, well, throw it in the pot.
Oh. I was about to say, it doesn't matter how it looks. It just goes in the pot.
Yeah, it's good enough. Just as long as it's small enough to get in the pot, that's fine.
Yep. Never handled a knife before in my life, I swear. My God.
All right, so you guys are doing your tasks. You spend about until the lunch meal, and then everybody kind of gets called over and told, here, take a break, have some food. And so it's up to you guys what you want to do during the meal.
Gotta keep up fucking appearances. Are they handing out more of that porridge?
Well, you made like a whole new stew now. It's less of a porridge and more just like it's almost like a soup just made with the local wildlife. So this actually seems to be a lot more palatable for human consumption. But you can see that the Abishai are not happy about it. Like they're all kind of grabbing it and going, well, it's at least meat.
They got gator taste where they like their food rotted. Well, I will gladly eat the not rotted soup.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys do your lunch break, and then are you guys gonna try to figure out a way out of here? Or are you gonna?
Well, on the lunch break, do we kind of like reconvene together? And
I mean, you guys can definitely step aside and get probably without of earshot to make sure that you. I mean, it seems like people have kind of broken up into little cliques in a way. Like some of them are just kind of like laughing and telling stories to each other.
Okay, yeah. Then I guess we can. We'll grab our lunch and convene. Maybe back at our.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can even see that some of these Abishai do not like being necessarily in the sun, so they're under shade, or some have gone into tents, so it doesn't seem out of the ordinary.
Excellent. Then we will do that.
Okay. Well, you step into the tent you were granted to spend the night in. It's empty.
So I was looking at the dam, and it's piss poor put together. But there is a way that if we were to hit it in the center with fire, all of the lashings should just go up in flame.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but what's to stop them from rebuilding it?
At this point, I don't think it's about... Well, here's the thing. Whatever we do today, as far as the dam goes, it doesn't really matter doing it now, but if we know this information on the next run-through, it could help us. It'll delay them, to say the least.
A delay could be good.
A delay?
A delay. Unless you think you can go out there and take on all of them.
I don't know who you're referring to in that sentence, but...
Anoran.
I've got fireballs.
What I'm saying is, next time, if we need to delay them, we could do a simple strike where we just run in, fireball the dam, and run out before they can catch us.
Oh?
But we now know that they have a force here. And more of them.
Well, don't forget that it's like, basically a day's journey to get out here.
Right.
No, we could try, sudden attack and then disappearing into the woods. And we have a long way to go, but...
Yes. Yes, but the thing is that they seem to not like the sunlight very much. They tolerate it for whatever work they need to do here, but I imagine that they're not going to be at their best during the day. So we can use that to our advantage to move faster than they can.
Fair enough.
They also have wings.
Mm-hmm. They're harpies?
No, they're like
I missed that in the description.
Yeah, so they're the white ones in particular, they're very, I guess you could almost call it like Naga with like feet. Like they look very dragon-esque. But yeah, they have almost like snake jowls and like fins that, like the white ones have little fins that come out of the back of their head. And almost like dreadlocks, but yes, they do have all these Abishai have wings. And the black one actually has like horns that come down from the side of its face. So yeah, they're very much like bipedal lizard winged. Like they're almost like if somebody took a lizard and a dragon and kind of mixed them together and then made them stand upright.
Goddamn wizards.
You mean like a dragon boy?
Lizard. No, it's not, because they kind of hunch over like a lizard more. They're kind of ugly, but kind of cool. It's not racist because they're not real.
Speciesist.
But yeah, no, I would call them almost like, yeah, if you took like a lizard and kind of made it bipedal, and then kind of gave it like, it almost looks like hair, and then wings. But yeah, so they fly.
So then, we know how we can take out the dam.
Fireball.
Yes, fireball.
But how do we get out of here now?
If only there was some way to contact Narak.
Narak ain't gonna save you.
Well, thank you for being so meta, DM.
I'm just kidding. Oh, sorry. I thought that was you. Never mind. I thought that was Dom talking, not Anoran.
Well, we can always try the old time travel gambit.
You want to travel forward or backward?
I don't know how far back I can go.
I mean, because the issue is if you travel forward, I guess it's not really an issue, but you'll raise suspicions. Or you don't know how that'll affect.
Yeah, because if we stand still while time is moving forward around us, they're going to be like, hey,
well, and you
guys?
did, I will say that at least for contextual nature, when you did the time reversal, it didn't seem to affect how the others perceived you. But you're right, you haven't done a forward time to know what that effect has on people that can see you.
Right, which I don't want. But even if I use it right here, we're still going to be in the camp. Because
it's like the epic without wings. You just moved in time in the same position you're in. Chrono Trigger reference.
Yep. Nope, I got it. Yes, how will we get out of here? I could always try poisoning the soup. I mean, it'll be hard for them to come after us if they have the runs.
Or easier. If you give them the runs.
Well, I don't think there's not enough pressure to actually, as to make it into a propellant.
It's not like the deer and
Or
Castle
like
Crashers.
a bird, if they have wings and they decide to go up and then their stomachs drop.
They just make them lighter.
I'm thinking about getting pooped on. So
Oh, this is what it's come to. This is what it's come to.
All right. Well, they got me working in the kitchen, so I can try and poison
instead of or a poison that knocks them all out.
We haven't decided which poison, but yes, that would also work.
Again, I'm worried about poop.
Everybody's worried about poop.
Your thoughts are very poop orientated. Is this an issue that we need to be concerned about?
I just don't want someone else's feces somehow touching me at some point. It seems like a very logical issue. They've got wings, birds fly and poop all the time. You poison them with something that's going to make their stomachs upset. Shit hits the fan.
Well, we don't want shit at the fan. That's going to get everywhere.
If they're already flying.
Exactly. That's why we should do a sleeping one. So as the camp is just completely asleep, we escape.
He said I could put him to sleep, and then you said I'm worried about shit. You're the one that
Because
brought this upon.
The first one he said was give him the runs.
Yeah, and then when he said I could put them to sleep, you said, but I'm still worried about poop. I assumed you were still worried about poop if they were asleep.
We could also try blessing the soup. They are fiendish in nature.
You don't know that they're having soup for dinner.
I don't, but I know I'm in the kitchen and I can poison whatever I want.
What if they're having stew?
Yeah, bless the stew.
What is the blessing really going to do? Is it going to send him away? Like, is it going to give us enough time to escape? Is it going to, I just want to make sure this happens.
Look, I don't have all the answers. I mean, I was pretty good at deceiving our way in here. Maybe I can deceive our way out. I can be like, oh, Malum has called us back. I have to go back. I need to take my human and my Eladrin with me. We'll be back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see that working either.
I'd say put him to sleep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to need to have time to search for such roots in the forest because I don't have a sleeping potion on me.
Okay.
But you have one that can cause the runs.
Well, I mean, that doesn't need to be a specific herb. You can just mix anything bad in there and they'll give them the runs.
Unless their stomachs can handle it.
I was gonna say some have iron stomachs. You saw you ate breakfast. I'm surprised you don't have them.
Give me time, and need I remind you, we're sharing a tent.
I am well aware.
All right, so do you guys have your plan? Are you leaving the tent then?
Yes.
I'm going to leave the tent, and I'm gonna talk with the cook and say I'm gonna go look for more things to add.
So you guys walk. You guys walk out of your tent. Give me a perception.
That's decent.
25.
19.
18.
Okay. All of you step out of the tent, and you see standing in front of the Black Abishai is Malum, the prophet.
All right, guys, we got to go now.
And so the black Abishai kind of points over at the tent.
Okay, guys, back in the tent. We got to go at the other side of the tent, and we need to go now. As I pull out my dagger, and if there's not a flap on the back end of the tent, I start making one with my knife.
No, I imagine it's one of those like tents where there's like a front and a back flap.
Yep. Going out the back.
And we go.
Yeah, we follow.
And we go. Do we want to stealth out, or do we want to just bolt?
Please tell me what your answer is.
This is an open question to the party.
Well, I mean, we can try stealthing, because if we bolt, we're going to get spotted anyway. So I say we try stealthing, and if it doesn't work, we bolt.
Okay, well, I will roll my stealth check then. As we make our way towards the woods, back the way we came to try and escape.
16 for stealth.
12 for stealth.
That is a 15.
What did you say you got, Dom?
12.
Okay. So you guys start sneaking away. Are you trying to pay attention to where the prophet was, or no?
I'm keeping to the back. I'm keeping where I saw him in my back of my mind and trying to move towards the forest in the opposite direction.
So you're just heading back into the forest? So the camp, I imagine, is situated where, like, I guess in my mind, you have the river is on the east side. The tents are arranged in a north-south kind of, like, they're on either side of like a road.
There's no north-south.
The what?
North-south.
Well,
like,
I'm sorry, not that's not north-south. So the river runs east and west, but right. You guys are on the tents and basically there's like a road
are in the north.
So essentially, your tent is on the far side of the camp, and it backs to the forest. And they are basically at like a communal area that is kind of near the river. So running the opposite direction would be just into the woods behind the camp.
Oh, well then we'll stealth into the woods, and then as soon as we're out of eyesight, I guess we'll bolt.
Okay. What is your speed?
30 feet at full run. It's double that, so I guess 60.
So you guys start going. But you're doing it stealthily, right? You guys left stealthily. Okay, at so first, stealthily, yeah. I don't think you can dash. So we're gonna say that you you do about 30 feet at a time. You come about 60 feet away from the tent, and suddenly standing in front of you is a green Abishai, and he's kind of got his arms folded waiting for you.
Wait, in the forest?
You actually see him come in front of you, like he just kind of lands.
Well, shit.
Oh, hail there.
Hello. Well, let me be frank. I hear that you are throwing my name around, saying that I had sent you here to help work on this project of mine.
Yes. I thought I'd get a head start.
The fact is, I do not know who any of you are.
I'm slowly backing up towards the tent.
What is the distance of the dam?
From where you guys are now?
Yes.
I'm going to say you move 60 feet away from the camp. You were probably 60 to 90 feet away from the dam. About 150 feet. It's a ways away.
That's not annoying. That's just me. Because
Okay.
fireball's maximum range is 150 feet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right.
That was
Perfect.
very creepy.
He wants to play with fire.
Can the
Fire
quick question?
good.
Can the dam make a 13 dex check?
Well, okay, first of all,
Yes.
you're going to have to spend an action to cast the fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I'm trying to see if anything's going to happen while you're casting that. Because instantly, the minute you turn to start casting back at the camp, that's definitely going to arouse suspicion here.
Well, so is the giant ball of flame that's going to erupt. But yeah.
Well, right,
I think
you still have to throw the fireball.
Are they going to stop that? Are they going to stop that in 6 seconds?
Well, it's not a matter of stopping it in 6 seconds. I'm trying to figure out what he's going to do during that time as well.
Okay.
We are going to... I wish I knew what these spells did before I started looking into this. As everybody can hear my typing on the keyboard while I look up some information. Yeah, this sounds like fun.
Never want to hear the DM say that.
All right, I'm gonna let you cast your fireball.
Yay!
Because that's fun as hell.
Yay!
Okay, so go ahead and I guess roll. You still have to roll a spell attack, right?
Let's. No, it's just a straight dex. It's
it's a dex
instantaneous.
Save?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, then.
Yeah, because it's an AOE spell, so he doesn't have to roll to attack.
Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, you go ahead and cast that, and the bridge can't move, so you have a general idea of where the bridge is. So that's fine. And so yeah, you throw a fireball towards where the bridge is, and you hear you see the and then and then you hear some movement back there, probably of people figuring out what the hell just happened. And as you turn around and as you're starting to back up, Theos, you see as the green Abishai basically takes. Let's see here. I just want to give this some flavor. Does it say what it is?
I don't know, but if he's gonna lash out at me,
oh, it's not lashing out. Oh, okay. He's got in his hand, he's got 3 nutshells, and he kind of just crushes them up and just kind of blows them in your direction and whispers a word, and you have to make a...
Oh, God.
Oh, never mind. He doesn't even need material components, but still. He just kind of waves his hand, and everybody make a charisma saving throw. Sorry, wait. No, DC 17. Wisdom saving throw.
No, it's the same as my thing, so 22.
Really?
Let's see. That would be
Rolled an 18, and I got a plus
22.
4.
Sorry, I had to cough. 16.
Well, okay. So at least somebody's affected by this.
Mm.
No.
That is a 6. You do not move or take any actions this turn. Just this turn? What a waste of a 4th level spell. Jesus Christ.
That seems like shit.
I know.
Yeah,
it's confusion
a single turn
is what I cast. So,
well, I'm very confused.
Me
why
too,
you cast
because
that.
Dominate Person might have been better.
But now
no, that's fine.
You don't get a chance.
So yeah, you get no actions. Dom already took an action. I'm not going to worry about trying to do like a initiative right now, unless we really feel like we need to. But I don't think.
Nope. I'm going to reach one hand into my pants to grab the bone.
God.
And as I pull it out, I'm going to drop a darkness spell.
Oh, all right. Okay, so you just in darkness is an action, right?
It is an action.
Okay,
one
so
action,
you got your turn. Isabel doesn't get one. So I'm gonna just, for all intents and purposes here, instead of doing like an initiative, Dom, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take an action right now.
All right, so he's right in front of me, right?
Not right in front. He's probably about 10 feet away.
I got magic, man.
But you're also now enveloped in darkness.
Darn it. Sorry, I just gotta do one thing.
I mean, I would assume you have a general idea where he is.
I still think that even if you're in darkness, though, that you can't see the target, like even if you know where it is, you still have disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah, no, disadvantage, sure. Also, this covers 60 feet radius.
Okay.
Quick, it's kind of meta, but what level spell is that darkness spell?
Second.
I'm a cast daylight. If any of the spell's areas overlapped with an area of darkness created by a spell of 3rd level or lower, the spell that created the darkness is dispelled.
God damn it, Dom. Why?
I don't like the darkness.
So when we talk about stressors for Isabel, this is one of them. She's now.
Oh God, why is it bright?
It's a cover. It's a cover, you stupid cleric of light.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who was traumatized here by darkness before?
I'm being traumatized.
She's literally probably going through sleep paralysis because she can't move and she's surrounded by darkness and hears burning wood and monsters.
If you're not careful, you're gonna get Flick. She's useless.
This is the best. I couldn't plan for this any better.
It's like on, off, on, off, on, off.
Start calling you guys the light switches.
I only get to cast it once per day, so once you dispel it, it's gone.
Don't worry. I've got many
more
spells.
Just freaking out over here.
It's fine. I had a plan, but I mean, if you're going to cast your daylight, you cast your daylight.
I'm just going by what he's like. I'm like, no.
Hey, if Norin doesn't like the darkness and that's what he wants to do, that's fine. Is that an action?
Yes, that's an action. So
Okay.
I guess I'll just
I like how you're like, where is he? I'm casting daylight. You made it sound like you were going to attack him, and then it was just like daylight.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, I'm just going to undo what Theus did.
Well, I mean, would Norin be aware of what Theus did, or?
I imagine you would know that Theus cast.
I would imagine it going dark. You would know it's a spell.
Well, yeah, I mean, he would have had to do some sort of a sound or something, so that you knew that he was the one casting it.
Mm.
It is.
Yeah.
Verbal casting.
So.
What is it arcane? Because I don't. It's arcane, right?
Well, for me, it's racial.
Racist.
That sounds funny. Darkness is racial, bitch.
It's a dark elf. We like the dark. Bam.
I don't like any of this.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Of course not. You're paralyzed in a cloud of darkness.
I'm gonna say it's more like Anoran panicking with the darkness again. Yeah,
Okay.
it might have been like in the heat of battle. He may have an idea that it might have been Theos, but he just saw darkness, and this is the kind of the realm where darkness has overcome him, and he couldn't do anything about it. So, yeah, kind of.
You forced his
Okay.
hand.
So is your turn over then? Is that enough for you, or?
Yes.
Okay. So as you do that, so I'll put it this way. So as soon as the darkness happened, you heard the prophet start laughing. Okay, take that as you will. Then, when the sunlight happened, he laughed even harder. And now he's going to charge at... I could have done that last turn. Oh well. Yeah, he's going to charge at Anoran and try to attack him with a longsword. So that would be a 13 to hit.
Niet.
No, it doesn't hit. Okay. And then he's going to reach with his claws and try to hit you. That is a 27 to hit.
Yeah.
If you say no, I'm going to be pissed.
No, yeah. I don't have magical armor, bruh.
You are taking 15 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
And I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Okay. So you, like, when the claw scratches across you, you feel as if, like, it almost feels like you're trying to be injected with venom. But you manage to, like, just kind of, like, pulse and shake it off a little bit. Okay. And then he proceeds to laugh even harder.
Is Isabel free?
Yes, Isabel's free of her confusion because it was only a turn.
So thanks to you guys, Isabel's stressed out as she's coming. I want to assume as she's coming out of the paralyzing. There's a special word for that. Yeah, there we go. Paralysis. Her eyes have gone red because she's angry.
I wondered if it was going to be fear or aggression. I'm glad it was aggression. That's more dramatic.
So now you've got Axel, who's pissed because she's back here. Where am I actually in comparison to everyone?
I mean, I figured you guys were kind of running together, so you were kind of within like a 10-foot square. And he has now, so like, I'm going to imagine that you're kind of right next to Anoran, and that Theus is probably behind you guys relatively, like closer to the camp, because he said he was going to try to back up and run back towards the camp. So yeah, I would say you're kitty corner to the prophet, because he actually charged at Anoran, so you're like next to Anoran.
All right, and where is who's it? What's it?
The prophet is right in front of Anoran.
Okay, yeah, that's.
So yeah, you're like, if you imagine it as like a battle map, you have the prophet, and just down below him is Anoran, and right next to Anoran is you, and then like probably below you, maybe another 10 feet is Theus.
All right, I'm pissed, so I'm gonna hit this mofo with my great axe.
Okay.
And level 7 stats.
$18 to hit.
Meets beats. Yeah, that hits.
Yes. $10 damage.
Okay.
I am so angry for the whole lights on, lights off thing that I turn my head to shoot dagger. If looks could kill, I'm shooting them at Anoran and Theus.
Do you not get 2 attacks per action?
I don't yet.
Okay. That's bullshit.
But I think it is too. I think it's another level or two.
Wait, what is Isabel? What class?
Well, Axel is a barbarian.
Or sorry, Axel. No, barbarians have to get 2 attacks.
At level 7?
Because I think at 5, everybody gets 2 attacks.
I didn't see that.
I don't think they.
Oh, okay.
They don't have like that BAS anymore.
Huh?
I don't think not everybody gets like.
No, it's an actual level thing now, where you get additional actions per round.
No,
attacks.
it's not that.
Oh, I get 2. I found it.
Okay.
It's staring me back in the face.
Top of you.
But I'm still gonna make that dagger look at the boys because
Okay.
not fair. So I want.
Hey,
I want to whack him again.
I was trying to get us out.
Wow.
$24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
$12 damage.
Okay. And that does it for you. So at the top of this round, sorry, go ahead.
So, as I said, I reached into my pants to pull out the bone last turn while I cast the spell. So now I pull the bone out, I place it in the sky, and I'm like, rewind time, rewind time, rewind time.
Is that are you just doing that as your action? Okay.
Yes.
I'm
gonna try and rewind time. And he's looking at an orange, so I'm gonna try rewind time.
As you go to do that, yeah, I'm just gonna do it this way. So you kind of, as you kind of grab the bone handle and you start trying to pull it back like backwards, what you notice is it starts to glow a little bit, and everything turns to darkness. But you feel safe. And then as soon as you have time to collect your thoughts and wonder, okay, what the hell happened? Your vision opens back up and you're back in the square of Flux.
I personally would have preferred if we'd actually gone back in time and then escaped, because then he wouldn't have known our fucking faces.
Well, but he doesn't need, but it's resetting now again.
Yeah, but you said if he sees us in
No. Okay, so the mechanic of it, and I've described it before, so I don't think I'm blowing meta here, is that basically the prophet has communication with something that exists outside of the time loop.
Oh, but he has to
right, so basically he needs to have suspicion to check in with that thing first to then be apprised of what's going on. So your actions today were suspicious in what you did because of how far out you guys went, which, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with. I think it was great roleplay. But you basically forced an encounter when he came to the camp to check on the progress. Okay,
Weird.
you didn't force an encounter, but you tried to escape when he was basically told, "Hey, those people said you came here to help us, or that those people said that you sent them here to help us." And he went, "I didn't send anybody. You have everybody I brought here for this." It's a bit of a meta behind scenes.
No, I understand that perfectly. That's why as soon as I saw that, I'm like,
yeah, exactly.
Get out of here.
So that was more of a like, oh, you mean those people? Oh, you mean those people that are running? Okay, and then it's like, bam. Let's investigate that. And then when you guys made hostile actions, he saw that as an opportunity to be hostile. I will say, I mean, Axel made a dent in him.
Because Axel's overpowered as fuck.
Yeah, those hits were crazy. He has an AC of 18. So both your hits, well, that one was right on the nose to get the attack in.
Good.
Like I said,
Good.
Like I said before, we definitely want to have more of a full party when we take those bastards
Well,
off.
and you got to remember that last time he was with 2 white as well. So, like, yes, in a normal encounter, if you end up with him in town, the chances of him having people to help him are different, but still up there. But yeah, there you go. So you had a bit of an encounter with him. You have a little bit of an idea of power. And I probably shouldn't reveal it, but I thought it was going to be really funny anyhow. So he specifically has a trait under his card. All the Abishai do that they are not affected by magical darkness. No, I know.
I wouldn't know that. So.
But I thought that was funny when you're like, I'm casting darkness, and I'm like, well, you're gonna find out information because he's gonna attack you and know exactly where you are. And then when he's like, no, daylight, I was like, that's even funnier.
I was pissed.
You had every right to be pissed.
Yeah. You two suck.
That was funny. Yeah, that confusion spell is garbage, by the way.
It really is.
And I'm probably saying that, and somebody's gonna be like, "No, but it's great for these circumstances." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not great for the circumstance where you're in the middle of combat and you're trying to stop people from doing things."
You know what's a really great spell? Fireball.
Never misses. Okay, so let's see here. What are the 4 conditions that can happen with confusion? The creature uses all of its movements to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, roll a d8 and assign a direction to each die face. The creature doesn't take an action this turn. The one that you got was the creature doesn't move or take actions this turn. 7 and 8, the creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. Oh, that would have been fun. If there is no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing this turn. 9 to 10, the creature can act and move normally. But I guess the nice thing is it affects an area of 10 feet. So
I think after my 8th level of rogue, I'm going to go range.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, rogues don't ever get an extra attack buff.
Yeah, but they get a bunch of different things that allow them to do attacks and stuff, don't they?
They get the sneak attack.
Well, they get the sneak attack, but also can't you like dual wield and get attacks that way too? I don't know. I might be talking to my ass there.
No, I'm not seeing any dual wielding on the list. I just got evasion this turn, so 8th level I will get ability, score, or feat, and then after that it's
gotcha
stuff.
I'm just gonna look at Wow, yeah, attacks per action 1. That's crazy. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I've never really looked at how Rogue plays, but
They're skill monkeys and one-hit wonders.
That's fair.
Unless you're inquisitive and you use that stupid insightful fighting ability where you can sneak attack every attack.
Yeah. Huh.
For the inquisitive archetype.
Yeah, because are you magic based or what's your background or whatever?
I am inquisitive, which is the one that allows me to make insight checks on my opponents, and if they fail their deception check against it, I get to use sneak attack on them continuously for up to 1 minute.
How did you get a freaking +9 to deception? Jesus.
Let's take a look. That is... Let's see, my class is a +3, and I have double expertise on it. So when it's a dot with a circle around the dot, that means I have expertise on it twice.
From like your background and stuff like that? Oh, yeah. Interesting.
So I got double bonuses on deception, insight, persuasion, and sleight of hand.
All right. Cool.
So those are really high, but everything else is more equaled out.
That's cool. All right. So yeah, we've still got to figure out as a group who's DMing next time.
I have a small side adventure next time if we need it. Otherwise, anyone else.
Yeah, we can figure that out throughout the week and when we record again.
Yeah.
Whoa. Now, Dom is sounding very close and reverberary.
Oh, am I?
He's asleep.
You were.
It might be.
I'm awake. Mostly.
I'm barely awake. I gotta go.
80%.
Yeah, I gotta get up early tomorrow for the electrician.
All right. So that's so that's our lives. Everybody have a good night, and we will see you next time.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.